Hello, this is Javier, and I'm excited to be with you here with a very condensed class. This class will teach you how to download the National Life Group / LSW illustration software and also how to run a basic run-of-the-mill illustration itself. First of all, you have to have either A, been formally appointed with National Life Group and LSW, or you have to have applied and received a login and password credential that allows you to log into the site. The site is nationallifegroup.com. When you go there on the right, you'll see a login box where you will enter your login credentials and then click on the login button. Now, once you log in, it will bring you to your main page, which is referred to as your portal. Now, your portal here has various options. Go to the top where it says illustrations, click on that, and a new sub-menu will open up. Now, as you can see off to the left-hand side of the sub-menu, it says NL Group Illustrations, Home Page and Installation. Click on that. And then you're just simply going to go to the bottom of the screen or the bottom of the page and click on the install button you see right there. If you need help installing it itself, there's a quick demo that you can follow here that will walk you through the installation process, even though it's not difficult at all. Depending on your internet connection, it might take a few minutes to fully install the software. Once you do that, you will have an actual icon installed on your desktop, which is like the one that I have on mine right now. When you click on that, or when you open it up, it's going to go ahead and immediately check for updates, verify the pending updates, install them, and then the actual menu box will pop up, which is what you see here right now. Now, a couple of things. The top portion here is what the products we utilize to go ahead and run the illustrations with this particular software. So Index Universal Life, or Universal Life on this side, and Term on that. So as long as you're running one of those two, you can click either Start Illustration to start the actual illustration software, or if you don't have an internet connection, you can click on the Work Offline. And when you click the Work Offline, it will allow you to not have to have an internet connection in case you can't get on the net. Now, also keep in mind that if you click on the Start Illustration, all it's going to do, it's like a link. It's going to take you to the actual illustration website or the software website. It's cloud-based, meaning that you can run it off any laptop, desktop, tablet, even smartphone, and so that's a pretty cool feature of this as well. So I'm going to click on the Start Illustration, and it's going to just simply take me to the online version of the software, which is pretty cool. You can also avoid all this in case you don't have the software installed on your tablet. Just go to the basic National Life Group website, which is where I'm at right now. And what you can do is I'm going to go to Return to my portal. I'm going to log in. And when I come here, I'm going to click on the Illustrations tab at the top. And then where it says NL Group Illustration Foresight Web, click on that. And it brings me here, which is once again the software. So again, the quote software that's on your desktop or computer, laptop, is just going to be a shortcut to the website. So here we are. We're going to click on New Illustration on the left. And this opens up. Issue state is your state. Mine says California. I'm going to run an Index Universal Life illustration, and I'm going to run a basic illustration. You can also use this to run a term and so on, but I'm going to leave it at Index Universal Life. And there's really two options for me. One is the LSW Flex Life. The other is the Secure Plus provider. NL Flex Life is for New York only, so stick to the LSW Flex Life or provider, which I'm going to click on Flex Life. Brings me here. And I'm going to go off to the left where it says Client Information, which is where I'm at already. And from the top, straight down, California is the state. And then, of course, always customize it with your client's name. This is for my client, Joe Smith. Sex, and always use the date of birth. In this example, I'm going to just use January 10th. Let's just say 1985. Click on this, and the age is changed, or the issue date, which is very important, automatically goes to 30. Standard non-tobacco, if that's the case, or there's also preferred and elite. And the rest are going to just simply leave it alone. I'm going to go to the death benefit and funding on the left-hand side and click on that particular link. It brings me here, and again, from the top all the way to the bottom, life insurance compliance test is always guideline premium test, or GPT. Mech avoidance is none. And we use one of two things, either the minimum death benefit maximum cash value, or based on target premium. I'm going with min-max, which is this right here. Now at this point, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at such. I'm going to go to the death benefit option, A, level, and the M here stands for maturity. I'm not going to change the level type or the death benefit option for the life of the actual policy. So I'm going to scroll further down. Now I go into the premium. Now the premium is very important because this is how much the client pays into it. First of all, I'm going to leave the top two areas alone, and then I'm going to go to premium mode, and I'm going to change it from annual to monthly or electronic fund transfer, meaning that they debit their checking account every month. I'm going to leave those at no. I'm going to go down here where it says premium solve type, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to specify. I don't want it to solve for that, so I'm just going to click on the specify amount. It always defaults to $1,500, but I'm going to change that to, in this example, $200, which is what my client wants to pay on a monthly basis. But here's where it's important, because this part, the premium, ties directly to the distribution or income portion at the bottom. If you notice, it defaults to from and through 1 through M. This means that this person will pay $200 from year 1 of the policy all through maturity, technically until the client turns 120. So what does that mean? If you notice down here, the distribution, which we almost always illustrate income, it shows from 2 through M or maturity. I'm going to change this right here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to change this portion to the following, or as follows. I'm going to get rid of the M, and I'm going to put an A for age. And my client wants to pay until he's 66, so 1 through age 66. And when I click away from here, you'll notice that down here, it'll change automatically. I'm going to click here in just 1 second. There we go. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the bottom, and when I click on the solve for income, you'll see how the year 2 through M or maturity is going to also change when I make a few clicks here. And automatically, now it shows income from age 67, which is 1 year after he stopped paying in, through maturity. That's the way you want it to show. The only thing that I need to change here is go from switch at basis to loans, which is what makes it income tax free as well. And once the variables on the left hand side, as you notice, they keep changing, it's going to give you a preview of where you stand. Don't worry about that too much because we're going to do this on the next screen. So at this point, we're done. That's how simple it can be to run an IUL illustration. I'm going to click on the quick view, which is the tab. There you go on that button right there. And it gives us the following rundown. First of all, I can tell from this that the initial face amount or life insurance is going to be $252,228. That's crucial, obviously, not just in case this person passes away, but also this is where the living benefits, any applicable living benefits, draw their value from. So that's important. As you scroll to the right, there's no MEC. It doesn't lapse in any given year based on this illustration. The modal premium is $200 a month, and we're doing this through monthly or EFT drafts. As you can see here, it illustrates the minimum premium that the client can pay, not on a monthly basis, but rather annual. So in this example, $1,125 annually, I would have to divide into 12, which gives me $93.75. That's the minimum. And remember, somebody's paying only the minimum. They're basically paying the cost of insurance plus a policy fee and expenses. They're not building any cash value. And then the target premium is the gross commission. So if you're at a 50% contract, this cell would pay you $1,030. And then the MEC premium, which is the most that they can pay into it without turning into a modified endowment contract, is $6,900, and then so on and so on and so on. Now, I'm going to scroll down here as I wrap it up, and here you'll see two columns. One says the policy year. This is what age they are on any given policy year as well. We're illustrating him paying $2,400 every single year. And as you notice, here you have the accumulated value. Here you have the surrender value. The difference between the two being the surrender value is what they would walk away if they give up the product, whereas the accumulated value is what's technically theirs if they stay. And anyways, I'm going to just continue all the way to the bottom. At age 66, because that's what I told the software to illustrate, is the last year that he pays $2,400 and then never pays a dime again. But then if you notice under this column, there's a $57,744 in parentheses. That's the income or distribution that this person would take every year income tax free until the maturity, which is until he dies or turns 120 years old. And so again, that's the run-of-the-mill type of illustration that we run here at FFS, and it's important for you to understand that there's not a whole lot to it. Practice with it, review this class as many times as you have to, and most importantly, if you have any questions, make sure that you call the National Life Group or LSW support line. Understand that what they are there for is to help you, and they are there to help you every single day with any issues you might have. You can also check with your upline But whoever you call, please don't call me, because I'm just here putting this class together to make it that much more easier for you. And understand that, once again, when you consider the resources that LSW and National Life Group bring to the table, it can definitely make life a whole lot easier, and most importantly, a whole lot more profitable and successful for you as well. I'm going to leave you with one phone number to the National Life Group Agent Hotline, which is toll free 888 297 3990. Again, that's 888 297 3990. 888 297 3990. Wish you the best of luck. Thank you for your time. Until next time, have a great day.